Hi guys, welcome back. I know sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge to activate the glutes, especially when we're doing squats and more standing exercises. So if that is the case for you, then this is the perfect workout to find that mind-body connection and kind of force a little bit of an activation of the glutes to help them build some extra strength. So you don't need any materials, any equipment for this workout. All you need is your mat. So go ahead, roll it out and let's go. All right, guys, we are off to a good start because I got my girl here. I got Lady Layla, and she's gonna help us with our glute activation. So glute activation, super, super important. It's something that I wanted to give some special attention to because a lot of people really struggle to activate the glutes. And it's a good thing to do at the start of your workout so that if you're doing things like squats, of any sort, lunges, you can get a little bit more of the glute work rather than just feeling the fronts of the legs. You with me? So we're gonna do a big old glute activating series so that you can really wake it up, and then when we get into some other exercises, you are good to go. Real quickly though, if you enjoy seeing Pilates, bar, mat bar, all that good stuff, I would love for you to come back. We are here twice per week doing workouts. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below so that you do not miss my workouts / feline content. I know she went away, but they'll be back. And also I post lots of workout, nutrition, wellness content over on my Instagram, which is just at F2D Fitness. That'll also be linked down below. So you can check me out there. All right, we're gonna get cracking. So we're gonna come face down here. This is one of my favorites for glute activation because there's just not really any way you can avoid it. So that's kind of the theme today. You can't avoid it. So you're gonna lay all the way face down here. Bend the knees, open the knees to about the width of your mat. Flex the feet, heels together, and squeeze the heels in toward your butt. We're gonna take a little march here. So you're gonna lift one leg, release, other leg, release. We got 1 minute. Let me pull up my timer. Should have had that ready. Here we go. Okay, go ahead, start. So a little lift, like you're putting a footprint on the ceiling, release, other side. So we're just marching it to start. Notice that hip bone still stays down on the floor. So I'm gonna show you, it shouldn't be like a big roll off like that, because now we're not actually really using the glute, we're just twisting the torso. So keep the torso flat on the floor here, and we're just marching one at a time with that bit of a turnout. So squeeze the glutes, pause for a second at the top, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. So this is more of a gentle wake up, I would say, this one is. It's all fairly gentle, to be fair. The next one's gonna be a little bit harder, but it's still gentle. We're down here on the floor. We're in our safe space. Do one more on either side, and then it's gonna be a double. So you're gonna keep heels squeezed tight, knees open. We squeeze, release, squeeze, release. So if you're just starting off, if you're doing these for the very first time, you might not get the legs off the floor. So don't worry about that. That doesn't need to be like the end all be all of these. What should be is a big squeeze of the glutes. So you want to think about just squeezing the butt so tight that the result might be that the legs lift. It might not be yet, but it will eventually as you're really focusing on just squeezing the butt tight. So just big pinch of the butt. See if you can pause for a second at the top. Doesn't count if it's just wild and out of control and they're just like falling back down each time. So control that release. Make sure you can pause at the top. So sit in that squeeze for a second. All right, do one more here. Squeeze, release. Okie dokie. Go ahead, roll onto one side here. We're gonna kind of work all the corners of the glutes. So roll onto one side, you can rest the head of the hand, or you can go all the way down there as well. Bend the knees here so that hips are going to be stacked, and we're gonna elevate this. So you're gonna pick up the feet, watch that top hip doesn't go too far forward, so you might need to pull back a little bit, and we're gonna do a clamshell here. 1 minute, here we go. So we open, and close. Exhale, open, inhale, close. Keep pulling navel in tight as well, that is part of it. These ones start off so innocently, I think. So innocent, but that will change. Just following the breathing there. All the cats have finally calmed down. Well. What do you know? We're still here for a while though. Not a while. I mean, you'll see. It's on the screen. So when I say a while, it's not really a while. Though you don't know what's coming up next. I do. Do a couple more here. All right, on this next one, I want you to keep the knees open. We're gonna extend top leg, touch toes back together. Extend, touch. Keep the hips stacked. So watch that you're not rolling back like this. You should not be resting on that bottom glute. You should be on the hip. So hips are stacked, we're on the side. Bottom foot stays lifted, and then go as high with that lift as you can within that limit of keeping the hips stacked and not turning the torso. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, what exciting new things are going on? Let's see, this is where we can have a chat. There's a new Jonas Brothers single out. Any Jonas Brothers fans here? There's a new Jonas Brothers single out. I don't know. I like it, but like I want more. It's like not even 2 minutes. I'm like, this is not even a complete song really. Last one there, and then we're gonna combo those two. So you're gonna close, open, extend. So yeah, that is in anticipation of a new Jonas Brothers album being released. Exciting times. And they're doing like a series of concerts. I think this is in New York, so I mean, not particularly helpful for me, but if you're in New York, maybe you're interested in this. But yeah, they're doing like, I think like 5 or 6 nights in a row, doing like one night dedicated to each album. I would be there. I don't know if you buy tickets and you get like every night, if you've got to commit to every night, or if you can like choose individual ones. I don't know. I'm trying to think which one I would choose if I could choose an individual. Ooh, that's hard. Any Jonas Brothers fans here? Last one there, go ahead, release. I might choose Lines, Vines, and Trying Times. Anyone with me on that one? I don't know. That's a tricky one. I do also really enjoy Happiness Returns. So yeah, we'll see. Anyone going? Let me know. Any Jonas Brothers fans? Let me know. All right, flipping over onto the other side here. Pick up the feet, stack the hips, pull navel in tight. We start from our clamshell. Let's go. So yeah, that's all the news regarding the Jonas Brothers. I'm still so sad. I really wanted to see them in their residency in Vegas, but Madrid to Vegas is a bit of a trek that I can't really justify just to go see the Jonas Brothers, like on a random night in whatever. Sadly. So yeah, that's all the news with the Jonas Brothers. I'm trying to think of like Netflix news. I'm embarrassed to even say what we've been watching on Netflix. Love is Blind. We've been watching Love is Blind. It's just, we've seen all 3 seasons. I'm ashamed to say. Season 2 was the worst. One more here, and then we're gonna go for that extension. Yeah, season 2 was just bad in every way. The first season was the best. It was new and novel. I liked the people the best on the first season. Season 3 was okay. It was okay. I mean, it's not a show that makes you feel good about yourself. It's not a show that makes you feel good about life. I wouldn't I wouldn't necessarily recommend watching it, but there we are. We did. If you want a show that makes you feel great about everything, The Mole on Netflix is amazing. And if anybody here is old enough to remember the original Mole that was on, what channel was it on? I looked at it. It was like ABC or CBS or something, like 20 years ago, early 2000s. Last one here, and then we're gonna combo these two. I remember that being good, but to be fair, I don't remember it that well because it was 20 years ago, but I do remember enjoying it and watching it. So I can't really compare the two, but the like new version on Netflix is amazing. Can confirm we watched the entirety of it in a single day. And I don't even regret that. I don't regret it at all. It is amazing. They're currently accepting applications for the next season. I might need to apply. I just might need to because it's so great. Like, it looks like the most fun show ever to be on. If you're into like, I don't know, like twisty kind of like mind games, and it's a lot of like physical challenges and stuff, you'll be into it. It's so good. Anyway, last one here. I'm just distracting us from the task at hand. Woo! And release. Okay, we're gonna work our way around. So coming down onto back now. Still with that same turnout, we're gonna have soles of feet together here. Knees open, and we're gonna be doing a bridge lift here. So butt squeezes up, down, keeping knees wide. 1 minute here. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So shoulder blades tucking under, lift, squeeze, release. So squeezing from those corners of the butt, just pushing in. But yeah, that's the one I would really recommend watching on Netflix. We're also currently casually watching a show on Netflix called Sexy Beasts. If you've never seen it, I don't know if it would be available in all regions, to be fair, because I think it's a UK production, which, I mean, we're not in the UK, but I know Netflix is weird about, like, all the different offerings, like, by region. Sexy Beasts is one of the weirdest, most ridiculous shows I've ever seen. The premise of it is that it's, like, a blind dating show. So you have, like, your person who gets to choose, and then 3 others who he or she is choosing from. 1 more here, you're gonna stay up on the next one, and then we're going to squeeze legs here, keep hips lifted, open up. So stay lifted, we squeeze in, pinching from the outsides of the butt, open. So yeah, and they're all in costumes, so they're literally beasts, and like the makeup, the costumes are amazing. Like, it's like full prosthetics, all of the things. So you have no clue what they look like because, I mean, they are the creature that they are. You see their eyes, that's it. So yeah, the idea is that like they're choosing completely based on like the experience rather than what they look like. Although, spoiler alert for like any of these Netflix shows where that is a premise, kind of like Love is Blind, everybody is at roughly the same level of attractiveness. So it's not like there are any like really big surprises in it, you know? Last one there. And then we're gonna lower down, open the legs, put it together. So as we lift, we squeeze in. As we lower, we open. But it is a hilarious show. Like, some of the stuff, because like some of the like people's personalities, I think it must have influenced what like creature they are. I don't know if they got to decide or if the producers decided, but some of them, like their personalities really fit the like creature that they are. It sounds so weird, but like this guy that was the beaver, I was like, you really are, like, you're really embodying it. You are giving us beaver energy. It's amazing. The girl who was a panda, same. I was like, you are a panda. Like, somebody saw this in you, or you saw it in yourself. And like, it's amazing. It's so great. Anyway, but yeah, it's not really like upper level TV viewing. Last one here, go ahead, release. All right, give it a quick shake out here. We're gonna do one last little thing here in this bridge position. So I want you to bring the feet together. So knees are straight up, but we're gonna do a single side turnout. So you're gonna cross right ankle over left knee, push that right knee away from you. We're gonna do a lift, a little pulse, and down. 1 minute on this side, and then we'll switch directly to the second side in 3, 2, 1. So we lift, pulse, release down. Keep pushing that right leg wide. Lift, pulse, release down. Squeezing the butt fully each time. I don't always watch just like trash TV, but when I do, I commit to it. I commit to it. I have to be like in a particular mood. And like I said, Love is Blind is a tricky one for me because Love is Blind does not make me feel great watching. Like Sexy Beast is funny, like lighthearted. I feel fine watching that. If I watch a lot of Love is Blind, I'm like, why? Why have I done this? But man, Nick Lachey, he is like all over all of the dating shows right now. Last one there. And we're gonna actually, let's hold this. Let's hold it. I want you to lift back up on that side. I want you to extend the right leg. Squeeze left glute as tight as you can. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. So we will restart the timer. Give it a little wiggle out here. Set up for that second side. So crossing the left ankle over right knee. Push left knee away from you. We start in 3, 2, 1. Lift, lift. And lower. I actually do think Nick Lachey is a good host for those shows because he's pretty like, I don't know, he's a good mediator, I do think. That's my thought on Nick Lachey hosting Love is Blind. He's a good mediator. I feel like his wife, Vanessa, is less of a good mediator. I feel like she tries to spark some things, which I find a little bit bothersome sometimes. Like she very clearly like chooses sides and things, and it's like, no. Your position is neutrality, hosts. You are meant to be neutral here. You are meant to like just mediate things, which is what Nick Lachey does. So I'm certainly more of a fan of Nick Lachey. I need to look up their astrology. I have before. Last one here, hold, extend that leg, keep squeezing right glute tight, hold 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, final push here. We're going to be in this narrow bridge position, so no gap anywhere. You're gonna lift up, and we're just gonna pulse here for our final minute. In 3, in 2, in 1, and go. I was never a fan of like 98 degrees or anything. I feel like that was before my time. I don't know. Probably was somewhat in my time. Maybe 98 degrees just wasn't that popular. Like, I guess I probably had friends who were into like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. I was not a big boy band person until the Jonas Brothers, and that was much later for me. That was like when I was like 18. I was very late to the boy band game. Like now I can go back and appreciate some like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys things, but like in the moment I was not a mega fan. If I had to choose between them, this is gonna be controversial, don't come at me. If I had to choose, I would go Backstreet Boys. Sorry, not the biggest Justin Timberlake fan, and go ahead and release. He doesn't do it for me. Doesn't do it. Hug knees in. What's his astrology? What's his chart? Doesn't do it for me. Give it a little rock around here. Again, I know that I've looked it up before, but I can't remember. I only have so much space in my head for people's charts. All right, go ahead. Rock up to a seated position here. A little stretch here. So cross right ankle over the left knee. You're gonna push that right knee away from you. Lift chest up and over. Nice little stretch there. But it's Jonas Brothers for me. It's just the Jonas Brothers. and go ahead, release. And if you're curious who my favorite Jonas brother is, back in the day when I first really got into them, it was Joe. Nick was a little too young for me. Also, I don't know if he seems like the nicest guy, let's just say. I mean, they're all nice guys, but of them, like, I don't know. Go ahead, release, extend both legs long. But more recently, as I get older, Kevin, wow, what a twist. I'm a fan of Kevin. Like, I just think he seems like a nice guy to just like a regular guy to like go have a drink with, you know? So yeah, I'm a fan of Kevin. Yep. There we go. All right, on that note, let me know down below in the comments if you're a fan of the Jonas Brothers, and if so, which one is your favorite? And what does that mean? Like, what does it say about you, that one being your favorite? I don't know, I haven't done one of those BuzzFeed quizzes in a while, but I'll get on it. So yeah, let me know that down below in the comments. Hit the like button if you're a fan of Matt Barre, and if you're a fan of the Jonas Brothers. Either way, you can hit that like button. And if you guys would like to come back for more chats about trash TV and more glute activated workouts, hit that subscribe button. So I will see you guys back here soon, if not over on Instagram. But either way, have a great day. See you soon. Bye.